I've not seen the.
Yo,
Ooh. How we doing, bro?
I'm chilling, man. How we doing, bro?
Great. What's
Oh
that?
man,
How we doing, bro? I've been seeing your boys since such a long time, bro.
Yeah, it's
been a
great.
minute, bro.
Been a minute. How we doing? Hey, how you doing, bro?
Chilling, bro. Chilling on the farm, working. What about you?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm actually at Evan's house right now.
In
Really. Shout out Ava, man.
Cali as well, right?
Like, Yami Kali, yes, sir. I'm in LA. I haven't been home yet because I went to Ghana. I
No
went for,
way, really?
yeah, so I got back to the States like last week. So I've been
That's
here for a couple of days. I go to Santa Barbara tomorrow, actually. So yeah.
nice, bro.
Yee.
How was it in Ghana?
Huh?
How was it in Ghana?
It was good, bro. It was good. Get to see the family, see my friends. It's always good. Ghana is changing a lot, so it's good to see family
Yeah.
and stuff. Great, yeah. Had a good time.
How about that new haircut though? Ooh,
Oh,
ooh.
Bruh. Yes, please. It was
Shit,
time. I had the vlogs for over 4 years. I wanted to try something new. My mom was like, "It's getting too long. Cut it." And I was
Facts.
thinking
yeah.
hot. But one thing about the vlogs is it gets really hot. I remember being in Florence one time. I go super hot. I like overheated, and I felt dizzy. And I
Mm.
was like, "All right, it's time." So I'm gonna grow them out again. So we chilling.
You
My
gonna
brother,
grow them out again, bro? I like it
yeah,
like that though.
you do? You like the short?
Yeah, man, that looks
Probably both.
cocky.
Bro, I mean, I'm gonna rock the short for a little bit, but eventually I want to grow them out. I want to grow a full head of locks. You know what I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
feel that. I'm saying, what happened to the bleach, man? I was messing with the
I
bleach.
was messing with it too, bro. When I was leaving, I just wanted like, because I'm gonna start work soon. I'm gonna start work on June 30th. So, I got
What
professional and neat. So I had to go
are you
back
up
to,
to this summer, bro?
huh?
What are you up to this summer?
Bro, I'm chilling for right now. I'm gonna start work on the 30th. I'm working in DC. I'm working for I'm Angus King, bro. I'm working for
Oh, again, nice, man. Hey, that's good for
I'm
you,
not
bro.
pissed off. So, God is good. So we chilling now. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. And I'm gonna go back to Maine and then head to preseason. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
What
Senior year.
do you do? What
Let's
do you
get.
guys do in the summer?
Amir, you go for it, bro.
All right, I'm gonna forget we're live. I'm gonna keep it cool. Um, yeah. So me this summer, I'm back in Bermuda. I'll probably be working at like a summer day camp, with kids and stuff like that. I'm
That's
thinking about becoming a teacher, bro. So
that's lit, bro.
I'm
That's
working on that,
life,
you
man.
know?
I think that'll be cool, bro. I think you'd be really good at that. I think you can relate to people in a way that other people can necessarily do, and I think it's a good skill.
I agree, bro.
Like,
100%.
I think it's actually a great decision, man.
I
I
like it.
appreciate that, brother.
Sure. I'm just working on the farm, working I work two shifts at the golf course so I can play mad golf.
Yo, that's fine, bro.
I'm good.
I don't remember the last time I played golf, bro.
Yo, Apple Valley.
Yo, I need to get back out there, bro. It's because of my knees, that's why. But I miss golf. And
Bro,
my knee,
yeah, what happened with the I haven't literally seen you in so long. What happened with your knees and stuff?
yeah, bro. So I had two surgeries and I recovered. And unfortunately, like 3 days ago, I re-injured my left knee. So
Bro,
I'm back on crutches and I'm back to hobbling around. So I'm getting an X-ray hopefully Friday, and I'm getting it seen by a doctor on Monday. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. But we're still in good, we're still in good vibes. So
Yeah, man.
good. That's good stuff.
that's so good. But
Uh,
hopefully we'll get back in time to like at least train with the boys for the last ride. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, boy.
100%.
Flown by so fast, Hayden.
What you say?
I said it's flown by so fast the past 4 years.
Oh
Um,
yeah, it actually is insane. I was just like so quick, bro.
been ridiculously fast.
Well, I was thinking, and I know we're already getting into philosophy here, but like I was thinking about how someone said like as you get older, you have more time behind you, so time moves quicker because it's less of your life. So right now, a year is a 20th of our life, but in 80 years, it's an 80th of our life, so it moves quicker. So as you get older, time just moves faster and faster and faster.
I mean, but if you think about it, it's all relative. Like if you don't put it in the time box, like you don't know what the end is really is. So like you can think of it as an endless opportunity and to just like keep going. You don't really like think of time as something that ends, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't think about time as something that ends.
Bro,
So they
totally. Well, and
so
I was thinking about it, it's like, dude, goats don't know, like the goats and a lot of animals don't know how long they're gonna live. So like
Exactly.
they probably just like that must be imagine we didn't know like the average human lives to whatever age. Like that would be so interesting. Like how you go about every day.
Yeah, I mean the core of human beings is basically animals, because that's how we became humans, like the whole evolution bullshit. So at the core first we technically shouldn't know how long we're gonna live for, you know what I'm saying? Because but we advance so much and so quick that everything is like set on a time frame. But that's just by the way.
No.
Amber, I like the beard, bro.
Bro,
Yeah,
I was
man.
gonna say, so it looks great, and I was curious. Kobby was saying that his dreads got hot. Like, does your beard like make you hotter in the summertime?
That's a good question. Um, Not really. I would say like the hair on my head more than the beard. Like the beard's just there. But I just pick it out, put some stuff in it. It's just
Yeah.
there. Man, why are you looking at me like that, man?
Bro, I've been telling you, bro. I've been telling you to keep the beard. I told you I like the beard and the
Now
low cut.
hey, no cap. I'm got a little buzz right now. You feel me?
I'm telling you, bro. It looks good.
Bro,
100%. But
yeah.
hey, we guys got to introduce Kobby, man. We guys jump right into it.
Facts.
We didn't even introduce our guy. You feel me?
Bro, it's you, bro. It's you.
I should introduce myself.
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
we
Come
got you,
on.
Kobby. So
Yeah.
everybody, this is the great Kobby Nimako. Kobby, to me, like I'm gonna be honest, this is my guy. Like on some real talk, like this is a guy that when as soon as I saw him, I said, yeah, this is gonna be my guy. Like very positive individual, big dripper. You get what I'm saying? The best
Big
dress
dripper, bro. Big
wherever
dripper.
he goes. Like I mean, every day in school, this guy's pulling up with fits from like whatever. Like he's the best dress every single day. It's some guys that just put it on occasion, oh they could dress here and there, but I mean this is a guy that does it every single day. Every single day. Positive vibes every single day. So I just want to show a lot of love and say thank you for coming on, man, because you're really the guy. Promise you that. For sure.
Thank you, sir.
Ghana boy too. Ghana boy.
Ghana boy to the world.
Ghana boy.
To
You
the
know?
world. Emre, thanks for the sweet words, man. That's really nice of you.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
For
sir.
sure.
Yeah, no, bro. I'm so excited, bro. It's been like I haven't seen Kobby since like probably what, May 2024, bro.
It's been
Yeah.
years.
Wait,
It's a,
Kobby, where do you go abroad to? Where do you go abroad again?
dude, I went to Florence, Italy. Um, it was like surreal, man. It was like, because I've known about Florence, Italy for like the longest time. For me, it's like this magical place where like it's like the birth of like art, the most like beautiful, most precious art, originated from Rome, Italy, and just for me, just being there was just unreal, man. I was living literally 2 minutes away from the Duomo. And it's
Wow.
just like magnificent, gorgeous building, just massive, enormous, just bigger than life. Just being surrounded by that,
But
and
it's insane. It's
which is I just yeah, I felt very lucky. I just felt very grateful for life in general. It was beautiful. So yeah, I enjoyed it. And aside from that, I got to like travel with like Thomas and Lane to like just get France, Spain, everywhere, Ireland, Czech Republic.
Ireland was such a cool. I loved
Yeah,
Ireland.
it was beautiful. I didn't get to go, but the boys went. It was beautiful.
That's sick,
Yeah,
man. Did you
I had
get
a
to
great
go
time.
to Turkey for a bit? You get to
No, I didn't
see?
go to I didn't go to Turkey, bro, because I wanted to go back home to Ghana.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
And
that's
but we like Ghana and Turkey. Obviously, being with the boys is like priority, but seeing the family is also like a little like a step higher, if you know what I mean.
100%.
Yeah. So I went back home to
100%.
Ghana, like I said before. But yeah, it was amazing. I mean, Hayden, you went abroad too. How'd you say it was?
bro. I loved it. So I was in Perugia, Italy. Do you know Perugia?
Yeah.
Smaller, yeah. It's like probably hour and a half by train, I think, from Florence. Bro, I absolutely loved it. Like the culture is it was just so cool experiencing another culture and like learning the language and like did you learn any Italian like in Florence?
I mean, I can like buy stuff from the market and
I mean,
like
bro, you're already like bilingual. Like it's that
yeah, like introduce myself.
Wait, Kobe, let me hear a little something. Let me hear a little something. Give me a little
oh,
something.
Chiamo Kobby. That's it, bro.
yeah, yeah.
That's literally it, dog.
Ooh.
But I can like
Um,
load like grasp like some like random words from conversations and like put one and two together, like kind of make sense of what people are talking about. But yeah, dude, it was amazing, man. I had a
yeah.
great time.
Yeah, the art there is amazing. You're right, bro.
Oh
Like
my gosh.
the gardens too. Gardens were so
Yeah.
sick.
Because I took two art history classes. Because like, dude, if I wanna take an art history class, this is like the perfect place to take it. So I took like Leonardo da Vinci classes, like more like he's just a genius. And I took a Michelangelo class, who's also a genius. And I took some politics classes. The classes there were just super chill. My professors were so chill. And they like genuinely cared about what we were doing and was just amazing. One of my teachers she didn't give homework because she just didn't care about homework. She just wanted to teach and like get like indulge in art. And it was beautiful. Yeah. So it was great.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
That's
the classes
beautiful.
are very well run.
Yeah. I'm also like an
Hey,
art major, so I had to like take some art classes. So
That's right. That's right.
yeah.
hey, Kobby, you know what I need from you in the next couple of years? I need for you to create a website and showcase your art.
Me?
I need I need you have a website where you showcase your
No,
art?
I don't. But like it's because I'm a very dispersed woman. Like I'm very like all over the place right now. I'm
Yeah.
like I'm like interacting with different forms of art. And I can like streamline my like my thoughts right now. It's like my thoughts are all over the place, which is okay. Like it's a
Hmm.
process. So I'm like still like trying to like figure it out. Like kind of just want like one medium, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously I shouldn't be limited to one medium, but that's kind of what I want to start from. As I
Interesting.
that will like lead me down different paths rather than just starting from like a chaotic like place, which is where I'm at
Yeah.
right now.
Wait, all right, so I mean, dude, getting into like the podcast type topics, like I want to ask you like how much does like your mental how much do you really like express your mental in your art and like what type of role does that play? Like does that like 100% like you just said something about like dots being all over the place, art being all over the place. Like I'm just curious like what that relationship is like.
My mental and my art,
Yeah.
because like if we're getting really technical, like an artist I basically try to represent two things. Like what I'm looking at, like what's in my head. And I read this from like a Leonardo da Vinci book. He said a great painter is able to put on two things, what's in his head, and uh and then whatever you're trying to like draw, whatever you're looking at your reference. And the connection between that instrumental is like the people you've talked to, it's from gestures people have made, it's from colors that made your eyes widen, some conversations, and all of that like interacts with your art. That's how I'm able to draw a face and like represent like their lips because I've talking to like billions of people and I know how their lips move. And where do I learn that? Is from interacting with people. So the mentor really like takes part in everything. And some
Oh,
people are like come from like a more chaotic part of place. Some people come from a more compact part of place. I come from like I'm like pretty calm when I'm doing art. Like I'm just like in the mood, like listen to music. Like I know what I'm doing, so I'm like pretty calm. I'm like a flow state almost. But in order to get a flow state, I have to like prepare myself. Because like when I'm drawing or when I'm doing art, like it takes me a long time. Like I'm not able to like just do like an hour of art or like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I can do that. When I sit down, I have to like do like 6 hours straight. So I mentally prepare
yeah,
myself. I like, put myself down. I go for a walk, listen to
totally.
music. So that's kind of where the mental takes place.
Totally. And would you like describe it like furthermore, would you describe it art and like how you do your art as like a way like separate from whatever you're doing in life or a way to express it? Or is it like an escape or is it like a way to express what's
Nah, I just do it because like it's my homework. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like sit down for fun and just like draw. I'll sit down for fun and like plan an outfit. I'll sit down and like
and
think
that's
of
art in some sense,
how
yeah.
that would like look cool on like you, or like I like sit down like draw like a pair of pants or like sweater. I won't like sit down and like try to like draw a portrait. Or like try to like draw a beautiful landscape or like draw a beautiful chair, like a well detailed fabric. I wouldn't do that. So I
Hmm.
don't do it for fun. I like do like those type of art, like the portrait, like long-term stuff for like class, if you get what I mean. Like I don't do it for fun, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's like very on parallel with like what other artists would do. Some people like sit down and do it for fun. I wouldn't. It's like parallel. It's like opposite way. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah.
Awesome.
But it's cool.
Well, we can get right into the philosophy segment if we want. Oh, the quote of the day, real quick, was um oh yeah, it's I forget who said it, but it's a very, very famous philosophical quote about like I think, therefore I am. So whatever that means to you, basically whatever I feel I am or what reality is, especially in accordance to me, is just how things are, you know? But yeah, so philosophy. So I actually chose this topic today while I was milking and I was feeding the kids. And I was thinking about how, like, and we've talked about similar things in other episodes. I was thinking about how, like, they get so excited when someone comes their way and they get so excited, like, when I'm bringing them bottles and whatever. But, like, most of the time, like, they're really just chilling in this, like, small area, but like they don't have, but like they're content with that, or they seem to be content with it at least. And it reminded me, like, why do humans feel like, or most humans, we feel like we need to like be productive. Like we feel like we need to like get stuff done throughout the day. We feel like we need to like be someone in life and like accomplish all these things. Like why do you think we are that way? And like is that healthy towards living a good life?
I mean, personally, I think it all comes back to like, what they talk about like environment, how environment breeds a type of person. Like if you grew up in an environment where materialistic things is not a priority, while where living comfortable is not a priority, where like being productive, like you said, every day is not a priority and it's not something people like uphold to a high standard, then you're just gonna be a chill, laid back dude. Like you find with living in a van, you find with living in a single room, like living your life. You find with that you're totally content. Like that's comfortable for you. But other
Mm.
people are wired differently. Personally, I'm wired differently. That's how I was brought up. I personally appreciate the finer things in life. Like I want to drive a nice car. I want to like go to a good school. I want to come out with like a good degree so I can like have like three kids and like when I have extra money, I can help people. So that's why I have to be productive. That's why I have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That is waking up 6 a.m. every morning. That is getting comfortable with accepting the fact that this is my reality. Like it's my reality that I have to be productive. If I'm not productive, I can pay my bills. I can drive a fucking sorry. I can drive a Toyota Supra. So
Yeah.
like it's like people are wired differently. And if you're wired to think a certain way, like I described, then I'm fine with it. If
Yeah.
people are wired the other way, then they're comfortable with what they want to do. So I
Oh,
think that's how I see it. And I think it's healthy. Personally, I think it's healthy. It's like what floats your boat.
exactly. I agree. I
What do you
think
think, man?
Interesting. I loved how you talked about different experiences and different environments motivating that. I really resonated with what you said from that perspective. It's true.
Are you guys like philosophy majors?
yeah, I'm a major, he's a minor, but we're also politics. So we
Yeah,
do.
I know, Hayden. I know you're a politics major.
Yeah. Well, I ended up doubling, was it last May? Last May I decided to.
Have you been thinking about thesis yet?
Yeah, bro, if I think about a philosophy double major, you don't have to do a thesis. So,
Damn,
yeah, so you just take an extra class and then I'm gonna take so I'll take 11 philosophy class and then I'm gonna do a politics thesis second semester.
damn.
Yeah, what about you? When are you doing it?
I mean, because I have to do two theses, obviously.
Oh,
But
yeah, you are
I'm at
too.
a point where because I doubled majored in art late. So like I still have to take a bunch of classes, like make up bro,
Yeah, I
the
have to do the same.
art
I'm
major
taking four.
need 4 more classes.
Well, I'm taking four philosophy classes next semester.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's a
all
lot.
four. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'm kind of like in the same boat. So we'll see.
you don't have to take five at any point, right?
No, I don't have to. No, I don't have to. Because I didn't fail my classes abroad, which dude, I was almost close. It was just, dude, my Italian class, it was
Yeah.
Thursdays 8 a.m. and it was, yeah, it was Thursday 8 a.m. and every Thursday 8 a.m. it was rough.
Bro, we were told for my program like I had to get a 3.0 at least. And like my GPA like I don't get like low grades, but
Yeah,
like abroad I was like totally
exactly.
so it was like at a certain point I was a little worried. I was like, "Oh shoot, I don't know if I'm gonna." But
Me too.
because the GPA like the credits didn't like the grades don't even transfer from me to my GPA.
Oh, I was just couldn't miss 3 classes and I missed like 6. Yeah, it was not great.
Traveling.
I had to like go talk to my professors and like tell them like a sub story. It was really
Yeah.
it was all part of the experience, you know what I'm saying? That's what I like to think about it.
Yeah.
For sure.
But anyway, Amir, what were you do you think do you agree with Kobby? Like kind of whatever floats your boat and like the way you're brought up kind of affects these things?
Yeah. I think my question to Kobby, which I'm very interested in, is kind of like those finer things in life. Like what does those things do for you? If that makes any sense. Like are those things kind of like a trophy? Like how do they make you feel when you finally gain those finer things in life? If that makes any sense.
Actually, not to like throw out this question back to you, but I actually think it's interesting that you mentioned trophy. Can you like
Mhm.
elaborate on that? Like what made you say that?
What I mean by trophy is I kind of look at it from like a accomplishment. Like
Hmm.
you finally get enough money to get that house that you want. And it's like it's an accomplishment. So that's kind of what I mean by trophy. And like when we're talking about the finer things in life and like working hard to get that thing that you might want or to live a certain way that you want, like is that like a necessity? Like where does that motive come from, if that makes any sense? Does that
Yeah.
come from, does that tie back into like the experience and like environmental thing and you just not wanting to live how you lived before? Like if that makes any sense. Like you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you say. I'll like break
Yeah.
this into a couple of parts. The
Yeah.
first one is like I'm not trying to make this religious, but like I was brought up
Yeah.
Christian.
Me too.
I,
Yeah.
I would believe there's God. I believe everything is like, I believe there's God.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like this most powerful, most knowledgeable man who created me, who put me here. And I'm not gonna waste the time I'm here. And the only way
Yes.
I can come close to like exalting his name and making him know that I'm grateful is to use my time on here meaningful, is to live a good life and to worship him, to live a good life so I can get a lot of money to put in the church and to help other people. And that's a form of finding things in life. That's living
Mm-hmm.
comfortable. That's waking up and not worrying, waking up and being grateful to God. Waking up and not complaining because I have enough money to send my kids to school. So I have enough money to speed down the 101 and sing praises and say, God, thank you while in my shoot. That's like the fun of things.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. I think that's the comfortability in life. And that's what I strive to be. That's what I achieve to be. And the second part is I think it's an extension of myself. Like I like clothes. Like you guys said, I dress good. I like clothes. And that's an extension of myself. Like you guys know, like I dress good is an extension of myself. It's like a form of art. It's a form of my individuality, and that's the fun of things in life. Like if I don't have enough money, if I don't work hard enough to get good money, I can get a nice Cartier watch that I want, which is an extension of myself. So that all plays into it, and I think both of it is very important. I think I need to live a good life to excel in the name of God. And it's because it's an extension of myself. That's how my life have tend to be. So I gotta work accordingly.
Right. I love that. And I think, yeah, well, both you guys said I really, really liked. I think that, and this isn't even a disagreement, but I'm just thinking about like this whole like say I'm someone who really wants to drive a nice car. And so like everything I do is like I feel good about myself or I feel good about life when I get to drive the nice car. So I do things and my expectations are I want to drive this nice car, so I need to do these things. And then there's like the goats on the other hand, their expectation is just to survive. Like they could care less how they look, what they're doing. Like they really just want to survive. Maybe they want to like get a nice spot in the shade, and so they want to like be the first one out to the field. Who knows? But I think it comes down to like having a lower expectation though could be more helpful because some things are harder to get in this world. You know what I mean? So like if my expectation is like I'm not going to feel good about life until I'm the richest man in the world, or like my parents brought me up that way, like I need to be like super loaded rich, it's going to be harder to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. At the
Which
same,
I don't even know if I feel this way, but I'm just like thinking about because I've heard this quote like expectations or what is it? Reality minus expectations equals happiness.
Mhm.
And I don't know. What do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, obviously there are like both sides to everything. So I think that's completely valid. I think that is it completely makes sense. It's like what perspective you choose to take. Because then I can also talk about aim what is it? Aim for the stars, aim for the moon, reach the
Oh,
stars.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Yeah, like on the way there, you will live a really good life because you're trying to achieve the highest form of success. And you might not necessarily get there, but you will thrive. You will challenge yourself. You will live outside the comfort zone. You will be forced to have cool interactions with people you necessarily won't not because you want to like get this like high, you want to achieve this like super high thing, you know? So like the process of like getting somewhere close to that star, close to that moon, whatever the code is I think it's like self-rewarding. And you can look back and say, you know what, I tried. I didn't get to like the stars, but at least I'm here and I'm living a good life because I was achieving this like goal. I think the only thing you got to think about is your mental. I think your mental health is very important. I like trying to get there. People like strain themselves too much. People end up being monsters. People end up being like the worst people ever. People completely switch. So that's one thing people got to like think about and like consider. It's like your mental health. How much are you willing to put stress on your mental health to achieve this form of success? You know,
Totally.
because
I
therapy is
love
part of
that, man.
the conversation. Like therapy is part of the conversation. Like rich people go to therapy because they're like stressing themselves. They're like putting so much strain and stuff in it. But not even only rich people, just everyone. Just everyone goes through it.
Everyone.
Everyone goes through
Everyone.
therapy.
I
Because
feel
life,
like this is
life not be easy.
therapy.
No. Life not be easy. Life is not easy, Charlie. Life not be easy. So you
Hey,
got to
Kobby.
protect your mental health. Yo, what's up?
I feel like this is therapy right now, just
Yeah.
having a conversation with you. Like this is,
Refreshing.
oh
Yeah.
man, it, 10 minutes. Mercy.
Why? What's up?
CBB guys, hey, when you
At
make
10
it
minutes.
big, hey Charlie, when you make it
Boom, we
big,
only got
we need
40
some
minutes left.
money. We need some money from you, okay? When you make it big, we
Bro,
need
I
some
don't
money.
know. It's straight. You people make it big. You people get money. You people are my chairman. So
Hey,
when
we
you
need
people
some
make
money so
money,
we can upgrade our Zoom.
you know, when people make money, you give me some of it.
Come on, we
But
got you.
inshallah, we won't make it, bro.
Here we
Great.
want to do
All
the
this for greatness. You gotta visualize it. You gotta manifest it. And you gotta see the life you want to live. You gotta live the life you want to live. You gotta see it every day. You gotta feel it. And that's how you achieve that. Because when you feel it and when you achieve it, your whole intention, your whole actions, like it's like starts to direct you in a certain way because you're always thinking about this life you want to live. So subconsciously, you're like, oh, what will I like do today to like make me buy this super nice car 20 years down the road? The action starts to mimic it. And that's the power of manifestation, literally. Yeah.
Big H, you know where I'm going with this? How could we kind of think like that, but in love? If that you see what I'm saying, Big H?
think like what?
Like how Kobby was saying that, like when you're visualizing success and you're visualizing accomplishing your goals and all of these things, how can we use that same process in visualization to speak in love and to make the world a better
Oh,
place?
Yes, I think it, in general, I'm a big believer that the world will treat you the way you treat the world. If you're kind, you're as kind and loving as possible, and you have the biggest thing, the most important trait to me that leads every other one leads to kindness, respect, empathy, or whatever, is empathy. Because empathy, you can like you can have respect and care for another human being. And I think that if you treat the world that way, you have empathy for yourself, empathy for others, empathy for the world, then the world will treat you right. So I think that you just kind of have to have like trust in that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, for sure. No,
Bro,
I
and I
agree.
wanted to say I think this is really interesting how it connects to I love connecting things to golf since I'm so addicted. But I was listening to this like I like heard about this new like I don't know like mental game to have. So when you like go up and you're about to hit a shot in golf, or you can even say in soccer, say you're like taking a penalty kick and you're imagining or taking a free kick, let's say, more like free kick, and you really want to like curve a ball around a wall and hit it to the top corner or something. And then you don't do exactly that and like you just barely miss or like you want to send across and it doesn't go exactly how you want. You got to be able to have high expectations and you're allowed to have as high as expectations as you want. They're healthy, but the real important part is being able to, as soon as it's over, let go of your expectations. Just let they're in the past now, so you're just able to, no matter how things went, now you let go of them. So you really want that car, you really want that job, and you want to make a lot of money. But as soon as you don't make quite as much money as you thought, you're able to let go of those expectations because they're in the past now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. I think it's easier said than done, you
Oh,
know.
for sure.
Like your ego, your everything's on the line, your pride, like your whole life. You wanted to get this job, you wanted to get this car. So
Totally.
like letting it go could be hard for other people. But yeah, I totally agree.
Totally.
That's the other part of thing. Like the art of detachment is like really important and really necessary for like survival skills. Because you gotta learn to like let go of things. You gotta let go to understand that I'm done. This is like what I wanted. I'm not able to achieve it, or for whatever reasons, I don't want it anymore. And I'm done with it. I'm fine with it. I'm gonna like move on and go in this direction. And detachment comes in form of relationships, whatever. Yeah, it shows it manifests its way in different ways. But yeah, I think it's a good skill to have. Well,
Absolutely.
what do you guys think of detachment and ability to let things go? Hayden, you just mentioned a little bit of it, so I cannot get what you mean. But I mean, what do you think?
Um, yeah, in terms of detachment, I would say I've adopted this philosophy in life right now, and it's kind of like just being around people who I love and that love me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about like being reciprocal in a way, if that makes any sense. I detachment. I don't know. Most of my relationships with people, like friendships, have been long lasting relationships. Like I really struggle with forming like these 1 to 2 year bonds with people. You know, like I struggle with that. So it's kind of like from an early stage, I kind of think of the long term, and if I don't really see someone in like my long term like vision, I don't really try to like form a relationship with that person. You know.
Just
Bro,
Sure.
I'd say I try to detach or like not get too attached to things that I can't control. You know what I mean? Like things that in the world that I really have no control over, like I don't know, weather or it could be physical things, it could be emotional things, it could be like how a person interacts with me, what they do to me, what they think of me, what the goats do on a given day, anything I can't control, I try to get not too attached to, even though it's, like Kobby said, way easier said than done. So, but I think that's
How about politics? Not to cut you off, but how about politics? Like I know a bunch of people. When President Trump got into office, like at Bates, I know a bunch of people were very disappointed with that, and I think that same concept of detachment copy that you brought up, I think like it's very useful. Like it's very helpful to a lot of people. And I think like just going through the election at Bates, like a lot of people were very disappointed, and I don't know or think if like they could have did anything about that situation.
Yeah, like I get what you're trying to say, but like you can't like detach from something that you're constantly affected by and with every single day for 4 years, for the next 4 years, it's
Sure.
hard to detach. It's like your reality. It's like literal life or death. Like people are getting kicked out of the state. Like
100%.
you
So
get that.
how would you? I love that you mentioned that because it's facts. How would you go about coping with that, if that makes any sense?
You don't cope, you make your voice heard. Like that's a form of coping, but like changing our reality or trying to make people understand like this is not okay. You cannot do this. Um, it's a form of coping. It's what makes people feel better. That's when people go out to protest because like they can't accept it. They have to like cope by being useful, by being productive, by trying to say something. It's devastating news. It's sad when I think about it. It's what our world has got into with Iran, the war.
Right?
Yeah. Yesterday I was reading some stuff and I scared myself. I had to go to bed.
Uh,
That's sad. It's Yeah, and it's crazy because you can like see it right under. You can like see it on
yeah.
your screen. It's like
Yeah,
Right.
right
wow.
there.
It's
You can
crazy.
see close reality like right in front of your screen.
Bro, it makes you wonder what it was like 30, 40 years ago.
Ah,
It's like
yeah,
hearing about stuff in the newspapers, and I don't know. It's
yeah,
wild.
just like right there. You hear like seconds after. It's ridiculous.
Uh,
Yeah. I just want to show some love to the Middle East and just the whole world right now. Like
Yeah, it's
it's
love to the whole.
crazy, man. Shout
Yeah,
out to the world.
everyone needs to chill out.
Right?
Everyone,
We gotta see to chill out, Charlie.
everyone just chill
love,
out, bro. Everyone just
love.
calm down, man.
One's got to speak with love, bro.
Yeah,
Facts.
complicated our life so much that now we have to
Right?
like kill each other.
Yeah.
Sad.
Interesting.
All right, bro. Well, we're under a minute. So we
Thank you guys for having me. I actually really enjoyed talking to you guys. And I think you guys should keep doing this. It's cool, it's interesting, it's refreshing. And
bro.
it's really nice to see some familiar faces, obviously. So thank you guys for having me. It's
Bro,
very,
thanks so much for coming on, bro. This is great. Great time. Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, it is very refreshing every week.
Right?
So,
Yes.
Like this is like we needed this, Kobby, man. I haven't seen you in a while. And
Yeah, bro. I've not seen you in a while too. Yeah, I needed this too. Heading up, seeing you soon.
yes, sir, bro. What
If
is
you
it?
want to return to come train, maybe you can tell coach, but
Yeah, I'm retired, bro. I'm retired.
I feel
Long,
you,
long career.
bro.
All right, bro. We're
All right,
close.
boys.
but
Yeah,
I
See you
thanks.
guys.
appreciate you, brother.
You
Love
guys
and
have
peace,
Love,
man.
love and
love
peace.
you both, bro.